Hello everyone, petar.jacimovic here from volumereaction.com. Hello to my subscribers. I found time to post a new update and what we will expect in the future. Right now I will cover the GBP USD. We got some good base there, some good reactions, which I will explain. Also, USD went good. From since my last update, it went dropped to the area where I marked it will be like potential good support, and from that point it created a selling climax and it went higher. So I hope you took good pips from the call from the last week. Right now we got the GBP USD to do the analysis. So first of all, GBP USD is in the big trading range. If we go to the, for example, 4-hour, I mean, everyone can see this strong resistance here, which you know, is active for many days, many days. The area around, let's say that this high 1.5 690 area, it's a like very strong resistance. People, I know that a lot of traders, a lot of retail traders, they trying to selling here. Some of they took profit, some of them they marketed just, for example, if you sell here, you see the breakout, but you see the selling climax there. The people who don't use the volume, they don't know how the smart money actually is acting. The smart money actually loaded positions from that point all the way to the resistance. Then we create the buying climax, and that buying climax caused the price to drop as long, and then we got the selling climax, the two selling climatic actions, which caused price to go higher. So this is the how smart money is taking the profit, is playing, how the smart money is playing around this stage here. So this trading range, the last what we got is this massive selling climax. I will zoom in. This was a 4-hour. This was the what we got, where what causes the price to stop here. Massive selling climax, 100 pips, widespread, ultra high volume, and then sellers didn't have power for more, and then price went higher for 170 pips. We're right now inside of the major trading range, but we formed something on the short-term perspective, like 13-15 minutes. We got some good actions that this can continue higher from this point, you know, go like higher, and then later on we may expect breakout of that and much higher price. Why I'm thinking like this? First of all, if you check the larger frames, this is the potential spring on the 4-hour. This is potential spring because price went lower, faked the breakout there, and then massively reacted here very strongly, I must say. Volume is increased. There is no massive buying climax there, ultra wide bars, you know, that we need to be scared of. So this can go like this, you know, and go higher, maybe spike up higher, then retest and explode higher, or just spike higher a lot, you know, in the next period. So first of all, we get the potential spring, and this is a spring on the 4-hour. But let's see on the what we got the last week. This is the selling climax we spoke about, one selling climax, and then price created here automatic rally, price managed here to go lower, you know, another selling climax and stuff like that, you know, price went higher finally there, doing some correction, and went higher from this stage. And this is also some base according to Vykov as well. This base can be also played like this one, you know, this base can be also like this one. And it's also accumulation, the same way you can do the horizontal trading range like this. You know, if you put this is also base, absolutely. And it's all leading you to the same thing, which is this area where the price reacted. Okay, so yeah, from that point, you see how the price very well react from that point, and price went 120 pips from that stage. So this is accumulation, and it's a very strong accumulation because most of the liquidity happening around this stage here. There's a massive selling climatic actions there. Anyway, we created very here also buying climax stopped the action here, price went to some equilibrium, and we got a spring here of this new trading range we formed around this stage here. We got selling climax, then also another selling climax, and then price go higher and broke out of the trading range we got here. Breakout is also very successful. Price went lower anyway. We know that smart money like to load positions after some selling climatic actions, and that happened around this stage here. Is that price actually dropped this area. This is the last point of support, and backing into the edge of creek. This is a creek line here, and then price went. Another selling climb was Friday. Another selling climb was Friday. All absorbed. This is actually in progress to absorb total in 30 minutes. To expect that also in the next period. So this is pretty bullish. Pretty bullish. We can see right now there's two accumulations here. Major is this one area, and this is after the price we got some markup here. Price stop. This is something like reaccumulation. Projection from this base and this base. These projections are for sure like 500 to 700 pips higher from this area and this here. The difference between these two areas are not so big. It's actually just 30 pips, you know, between this last one support and this spring. Anyway, so we may expect 500 and more pips in the next period according to this base here. Anyway, you need to be careful around this stage here, because this is a massive resistance there. But what we got here in past 2 weeks, showing us that market is preparing for the, let's say, lunge higher. When that happened, we don't know. There's nobody who knows that. It can happen next week. It can happen for 2 weeks. But something is preparing very well here for the much bigger. I will not even speak how much is big this major accumulation here, major base here. If this go higher and confirm, this will be also the mid-long term potential accumulation on the GBP/USD. So I alerted you about on the Forex Factory that I'm building the GBP pairs bullish from this stage. I'm also building GBPN as well. I have the also plus there running. So this is the very beautiful formations here. Very strong signs here. One thing also for the new traders as well, if you don't understand this properly, I mean, it will come with experience and with practicing. Also, you must know that even the professionals, you know, I'm doing professionally this, and I also have some bad periods as well. It's not everything perfect always, but the point is, it's not important how many times you're right and how many times you're wrong. What is important is how much you take money when you're right and how much you're losing when you're wrong. With this, I mean, the volume spread analysis combined with Wyckoff and price action and also Fibonacci work, I can earn, for example, for 2 good setups, I can earn 10% because I'm going for at least 134. Usually I'm aiming for 1.4-1.5 ratio, which means that I can be 5 times in a row negative, and just with the 1 good position I can cover minus. Or with 2 good positions you can be up 8 to 10%, you know. So this is the style of trading. This is when you see, you know, this is the exact sentence when I say it's important how much you earn when you're right, how much you're losing when you're wrong. Remember that. It's a key thing on any financial world. You know, you can have the win ratio even 25 to 30%, but if you're in averaging 1.7, 1.8 risk reward ratio, so you risk 1% going for 8 in average, you can still be positive at the end of the year, at the end of the month, because of that that you're going for much more if you're right, and you cut the losses if you're wrong. So that's it. I mean, for this analysis, I'm expecting bullish according to this behavior from past days, and what we got built here, this looks like pretty bullish. And just you know, what is important, if there is no big buying climax here, massive like buying climax there, if you will have positions on GBP, you need to secure after some big buying climax, because it's always potential again that price can go lower and sidewaysing. If the price go like this and go higher, you know, that can be very good. But if there is a buying climax, you need to secure or exit your position on the big buying climatic actions. So that's it. If you want to learn my method, I'm still doing the mentorship program. I will write you on the Skype my Skype address. Pardon, on the description of the YouTube video, and I will write you my Skype username. Also, if you want to, I'm doing the managing accounts. I'm working with investors with some larger money, and if you want to invest, I'll be very happy to start new cooperation as well, together also more investors, so, and try my best. For example, last month wasn't good for me. I lost like 5-6% last month. You know, I did some mistakes as well for me. You know, my own mistakes, like 80%. I have some losses are my own mistakes. So it's normal. You know, you can also lose a few times in a row, but also when you get a few good setups, you're actually very good up, very positive. So that's the key at the end of the day, at the end of the year. Yeah. So stay tuned, guys. If you want to contact me for anything going to the Forex, managing accounts, you know, or mentorship program, or you can be my group. I have Skype group as well for traders who finished my mentorship program. Bye bye for now, and I hope you enjoyed this analysis, and I wish you good trading and trade safe. Bye bye.